Hi, my name's Kiri-Anne. Today I want to talk to you about about the evolution of my emotions and how I mastered them. First, I want to start by saying I have always been a emotional person. I'm highly sensitive as well. I'm intuitive. I feel things and I feel them deeply and intensely. So I used to feel my emotions so intensely, so strongly, like extremes. It's like a roller coaster, like one day I was up, one day I was down. Like I also would, like, you know, if I was angry, I am angry. Anger is me, you know. I became my emotions. And depending on, you know, the severity of the emotion at the time, mostly, you know, the hard ones, it would take over me for days, a week even. Now, I didn't realize at the time. I know this about myself now. If I'm feeling something within, I cannot pretend externally what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling within will show outside of me. Like it. I remember when I was younger, like I could not lie. Like it was written all over my face. When I was angry, it was written on my face. And so what I learned is that I cannot, what I'm feeling internally is externalized through me, but equally the same if something external to me, like, wants me to be something, like, say, to pretend, like to act or to, you know, say a joke or, you know, things like that. If I'm not feeling it within me, I can't be that externally. Does that make sense? Anyway, going back to emotions. Yeah, so my emotions will take over completely. And then one day, I think in my late 30s, I was riding that emotional wave. It peaked, and then in a split second, I felt myself like I felt detached from the emotion. So just say I was sad and I was crying. I was feeling sadness in my body. And then a part of me was like watching that part of me feeling the emotion. I hope this is making sense. And then more and more, when I would feel my emotions, I noticed I was the emotion, but then for a split second there, I noticed that gap where I was observing the emotion. And the more that started to happen, I started to realize that, hold on, like I'm feeling some kind of heavy emotion. But it didn't feel the same. That gap started to feel bigger and bigger. It was like there was a gap between myself and the emotion. I stopped becoming the emotion. I started to learn that the emotion was telling me something about my external reality in relation to me. For instance, it was telling it was showing me that something I didn't like. something I didn't want, which was also making room, making space for me to see or have insight into something I did want, which I learned to flip it. Like the opposite of whatever that emotion that I didn't want was making me feel energetically the opposite energy. See, look, if it was something that made me feel like a sense of like disconnect, I wanted connection, or a separation, I wanted closeness, connection, you know. And I realized that the bad emotions made me feel disconnected from others, which in turn made me feel disconnected from myself. Which is funny when I say that, because what I was chasing, wanting from others, I was chasing for it for myself. Yeah, so noticing that gap, and that gap got bigger and bigger, meaning I could observe the emotion and not become it. I could witness it, I could see it, I can ride the wave, I can feel it in my body. But there was like this detachment from it, if that makes sense. And it would peak. I'd have full expression of it, like I was in it though, like I would get angry. I'd say what I say, feel how I feel, and just allowing myself to just express that openly and freely, allowing myself to just express it. I will go back to neutral. And now this riding the emotional wave, when the external thing brought it out of me, it peaks, and then I'm back to neutral. got quicker and quicker. To the point where I do not like I get over things so fast, like truly. And back to my center. I hope this helps someone. Thanks.